Hi, I'm Brinley, General Manager for Penske Motor Group. I was born in Levittown, Pennsylvania. Well, like most teenagers, I wanted to be a Dallas cheerleader. I was very active in cheerleading growing up, so it's always my passion. I went to De Anza College in Cupertino, and I studied child development. I always loved working with kids. My first job was a babysitter, so I grew up learning that I really liked working with kids. Kind of a funny story how I got into the automotive industry. I went in and bought a car. So my dad and I went in right out of high school, and the salesman and the sales managers could not convince my father, so I had to have them leave the room. So I could sit and spend some time with my dad alone, and got him to buy me the car. So they offered me a job on the spot. I was actually hired as a finance assistant because I had come from a banking industry. So I was a finance assistant, but found that I was spending more time out on the sales floor. If somebody was to ask me what I like the most about the car business, the list would go on and on. So if I had to narrow it down, I think one of the things that I like the most is you get what you put in. So the harder you work, the more you get. What I like least about the automobile industry, I would have to say, is the reputation. I think it's changing, but it's taking time. When I first started in the automobile industry, I was an assistant finance manager coming from a banking background, and then found that I liked working with guests and helping people find the right car. So I sold cars part-time at the same time, and then worked my way into as a finance manager and then a finance director role. And I did that for most of my career. First 10 years, 15 years, then became a sales manager, and then a general sales manager, and then general manager. However, one thing that I can kind of say along my career path of, don't want to age myself, but 20 plus years, what I did learn along that path was what my role was and what my title weren't always the same. And I think that's part of what helps you grow. And putting your hand up and wanting to learn and wanting to grow, and this industry allowing you to do that, I found myself doing multiple roles while having one title. I started with Penske in January 2016 and was hired as a general manager for, at the time, a new location in Prosper, Texas. What attracted me most to Penske was their reputation, and the reputation they have with guest services and with the community and with their employees. And what I'm most proud of being a part of that organization is being able to mentor and knowing that I'm with a group that gives support to making sure that they give all of their team members all the tools that they need to succeed in whatever role they want. I didn't know that I wanted to be a general manager. I didn't realize that there was no ceiling in this industry when I first started. So as I grew into my career, I realized that the more work I put in, the more I got out of it. And the more growth that I wanted, the more I learned. And through that, I ended up realizing that I wanted to run a dealership. I can say that I've been pretty fortunate. I haven't had a lot of obstacles in my career. I think the key is making sure that you pick the right company to work for, and not being so concerned about the title that you go in with, but being more cautious with the company and the reputation that you go to work for. And because I was pretty cautious, I've been pretty fortunate. If I had to do it all over again, I don't know that I would change anything. I think with every mistake that I've made along the way, I've learned something, and with everything that I've learned has come a new opportunity. Professionally, if I had to do it all over again, I might have finished my professional college education instead of leaving school to get into the car business, but I wouldn't change a thing. What I like most about being a general manager is the mentorship, the interaction you get with the guests and the team members. I also love the challenges. I love that every single day it's a new day. And you know, you can sell 20 cars yesterday and walk in and you're back to zero. Or you can have a bad day and come in and it's a new day the next day. So every single day it's a new day in the car business. I have two pieces of advice. One, there's a cliche out there that says if you shoot for the moon, you'll land somewhere amongst the stars, and I don't agree with that. I think that if you shoot for the moon, you can get to the moon. And I'm a walking testament to that. And I also think that titles are given long after they're earned. And if you go out and you do the job that you want, you'll get the job that you want.